Hey, it's Robin. A few weeks ago I asked the question, why can't more things in life have sequels, just like Coca-Cola had with New Coke? Well, be careful what you wish for, because the Titanic is getting a sequel. And no, I don't mean the movie, I mean the actual ship. If you didn't hear, an Australian billionaire is attempting to recreate the Titanic accurate down to its last detail, except there will be a few more lifeboats this time. The fact that this detail has to be included in news reports shows you why it's such a bad idea. Of course, the Titanic is the ship from 100 years ago that crashed on its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York, killing over 1,500 people. Well, you can recreate that experience without all of the terror and fear of dying by travelling on the sequel to the Titanic 2. Apparently the names Revenge of the Titanic, Titanic 2 Cruise Control, and Titanic The Quest for Peace were deemed unacceptable, tremendously insensitive, and why are you in this meeting, you don't work here, I'm calling security. As has been well established, sequels are rarely better than originals. Although in this case it's difficult to see how the ship could do much worse than the original. Then again, I said that about Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, and yet it still managed to disappoint. So let's talk about all the great things you can do when you take that trip on the Titanic 2, because obviously it's totally going to happen and it will surely be affordable for everyone. First, you need a plan to get aboard the ship. I suggest taking up stealing diamonds or something equally nefarious so that you'll be able to afford a ticket. Then, in preparation for your trip, watch the James Cameron movie where it all began, The Terminator. Then watch that sensational James Cameron hit box office movie that smashed the all-time grossing record, Avatar. Then, if you still need something to watch, you can watch that movie that Leonardo DiCaprio never won an Oscar for. So any of his movies is what I'm saying. Once on board, here's a list of activities to keep you busy. Dress up as an iceberg for any on-board fancy dress parties. Disguise yourself as a fortune teller, but ensure your tarot deck only has the death cards for some particularly ominous readings. Be sure to repeat, they replicated every part of the ship perfectly, except there seemed to be an inaccurate number of lifeboats, so I untethered a few. If your fellow passengers seem complacent and unnerved, you're speaking too quietly. Ask your fellow passengers who will play them in the movie version of this journey. Each evening, tour the deck asking the staff members why they are bothering to rearrange the deck chairs on the Titanic. Claim you are a time-travelling tourist travelling to the exact moment of a significant historical event, but you can't quite remember whether you got on the right Titanic. We have to wait until 2018 until Titanic 2's maiden voyage, but it's already been postponed a couple of times, so it seems unlikely it will ever really happen. In the meantime, I suppose we can all wait for the widely anticipated sequel to The Hindenburg. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more of this, and tell me in the comments who would play you in the movie version of your life.